Hey, Viet.
Hello.
Oh, what happened to your background? Hey, so how are you today, Viet?
I'm fine.
Fine, okay. So that's good to know, Viet. What did you do in school today? Did you learn
Um,
English?
yes, I'm learning English. English.
Mm, that's good. Okay, so um, can you still remember our lesson last meeting?
Yes.
Yes. What is it about? Can you still remember? Can you share it to me? Would you still remember?
I can.
Okay, it's all right. Now, are you ready for our lesson?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, let me just share my screen. Okay, can you now see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so last time we tackled about, do teens have too much to do? Now we will proceed to debate prompt number 37. If you find a historical treasure, does it belong to you? What do you think? Yeah. If you find a historical treasure or any treasures, does it belong to you since you're the one who saw it?
No.
Hmm. Would you return it to the museum or not? Or
Okay,
you
say it
just
again.
will you return it to the museum or you'll just keep it?
I will return the museum.
Okay, very good. Now, so some people say that sunken treasure belongs in museums. Others say that treasure belongs to the people who find it. What do you think? Hey, can you please read? How would you feel? Yes, can you please read it back? How would you feel? This one.
How would you feel if you went scuba diving and found sunken treasure? Piece of gold from a lost Spanish ship. And probably pretty excited. How would you feel if the Coast Guard made you turn the treasure over to a museum? You might feel kind of guilt, but you also might feel good. Everyone would be able to appreciate the discovery if it were in a museum. But how would you feel if finding the treasure was an accident? What if you were a professional no treasure hunter? Many professional no treasure hunters or salvors spend a lifetime looking for treasure that most would not even believe exist. They study old book and math for years. They go into depth. They even risk their lives. Now Kurds are making them give what they find to museums. The Kurds say that lost treasure is historically important and belongs to everyone. What do you think? Should Kurds let salvors to the lost treasure they find?
Okay. So, how would you feel if you went scuba diving and found sunken treasure? Pieces of gold from a lost Spanish ship. Probably pretty excited, right? Since it's a pieces of gold. Imagine it's a pieces of gold from a lost Spanish ship. So how would you feel if the Coast Guard made you turn the treasure over to a museum? You might feel kind of gypped, but you also might feel good. Gypped means um, you'll be thinking that you want to return the gold. So everyone would be able to appreciate your discovery if it were in a museum. Yes. So you would appreciate it if it is in the museum rather than you saw it on your own, right? But how would you feel if finding the treasure wasn't an accident? What if you were a professional treasure hunter, right? So many professional treasure hunters or salvors spend a lifetime looking for treasure that most people don't believe exists. They study old books and maps for years. They go into depth. Depth means the one that you borrowed, the one that you're borrowing money and you don't ever paid for it already. So they even risk their lives. Now courts are making them give what they find to museums. The courts say that lost treasure is historically important and belongs to everyone. It is true, but the one you find that treasure is you don't know. So you'll be keeping it or you'll be returning it to the museum, but if you will really find the person who kept that, uh, you will you will not probably saw that again, right? Since maybe you don't know if it is already in a long time, right? So what do you think? Should courts let salvors keep the treasure they find? What do you think, Viet? Should they keep the lost treasure?
I think it's no.
Mhm. No. Okay, now let's read the affirmative side so that we will know. They're both sides. Okay, solvers do the work. Yes, can you please read?
Solvers do the work and take the risk. They should get the reward. Most of the stuff they find would be lost forever if it weren't for them. If they can't keep the treasure they find, they stop looking. Anyway, the solvers sell the treasure. The auction is off the highest bidder. If museums want the treasure, they can buy it just like everyone else.
So solvers do the work and take the risk. They should get the rewards, yes. So most of the stuff they find would be lost forever if it weren't for them. So it says here that most of the stuff that they find will be lost forever. So if they can't keep the treasure they find, they'll stop looking. Anyway, when solvers sell their treasure, they auction it off to the highest bidder. This means that they sell the treasure into a um highest money or the very expensive treasure. So people will bid for it. For example, the treasure cost $1 million, and other man said that he will bid the treasure for 2 million. Since they don't know how much is the treasure, So they will bid it off higher and higher and higher. So if museums want the treasure, they can buy it just like anyone else. Okay. Yes. Now let's proceed to the negative side. Treasure hunters. Okay, can you please read?
Treasure hunters need to be stopped. Historical artifacts belong to everyone and not just to the first guy who happens to find them. And museums are much too poor to buy the artifact at an auction. Plus, treasure hunters do a lot of damage, but stop at nothing to get gold and silver. They often destroy historical sites and even the environments because of their greed.
Okay. So treasure hunters need to be stopped. Historical artifacts belong to everyone and not just to the first guy who happens to find them. And museums are much too poor to buy the artifacts at an auction. Yes, an auction bet means they are bidding for money. They are bidding a money for a higher prices. So plus, treasure hunters do a lot of damage. Yes, they'll stop at nothing to get gold and silver. They often destroy historical sites and even the environment because of their greed. Yes. So, all right, now let's go to the activity. It's your turn. Consider both sides. Okay. Imagine that you are a treasure hunter Viet who has just found a valuable object off the US coast. What would you say in a speech to Congress? Okay, since this is a speech, you will write 5 sentences um, of what can you say of the value object, valuable
It's
object, I
Congress.
mean. Sorry.
It's Congress.
Oh yeah, speech to the Congress, I mean. Sorry. Yes, thank you for that, Beth. And yes, what can you say to in your speech? How will you say it if you found a valuable object off the US coast? Okay? Now, you make 5 to let's just say if you can type as many as you can, yet you can, but only a maximum of 10 sentences, okay? 5 to 10 sentences. All right? Just chat it here in our chat box and I will give you time for it. Okay. You may start making your speech and how you will say it. Okay, can you read your speech, Viet?
I just found a treasure. I went fishing and I saw a strange object and discovered that it is a great treasure. I felt very happy because it is very valuable. This is my best find.
Very good. Okay, so if you are reading a speech, Viet, in a huge audience, you should greet first, right? You should say good morning to each and everyone that is here. And I would like to share with you what I saw, like that. But your speech is very good. Awesome. Very good. Yes, that's great that you know how to make a speech already, Viet. That's a very good practice. Okay? So don't forget, if you saw the word speech and it says here that speech to Congress, you should greet first. Like hello, good morning, um, good afternoon to each and everyone here. Okay? So before you say this one, the one that you made, you need to greet first. What happened? Beth, are you good now, Beth? Can you hear me? Okay. All right. So very good, Beth. Now let's go to debate prompt number 38. Should surveillance cameras be used in schools? Surveillance cameras means CCTV. Do you know what's a CCTV yet? Yet? Are you okay? Hello, Yet? All right. What happened a while ago?
My internet connection is low.
Okay, it's okay. Now, let's go to Um, we will just continue debate prompt number 38 on our next meeting, Viet, since we only have 1 minute left. Okay, so the next debate prompt would be, should surveillance cameras be used in schools? Do you have any CCTV in school, Viet? Do you know
I
what's a
don't know.
CCTV? A CCTV means there's a camera on each wall in your school. It is for it is used to track the people that is roaming around the school. Okay, so um, anyways, we will just explain that further on our next meeting. Okay, so thank you so much for today, Viet. I'm so happy that you participated in the class well. And okay, have a good day and have a good night. Thank you so much, Viet. Goodbye.
Bye bye.
Goodbye.